Hey there folks, welcome back to Let's Play Illusion of Gaia. I'm MysteriousJG. I don't know now that we weren't supposed to... Is there any way for me to reacquire this thing? I think maybe we were supposed to put that crystal ball over here. Or maybe we do gotta do this one last. And clockwise starts here. At any rate, we are going to continue our exploration. It should be a little bit easier now that we're using the Dark Knight for dawn. These guys are not giving us time to activate our super sweet Dark Friar powers. These guys did. They're going to regret it. Even though I didn't really do a very good job of making this guy regret it. But I got him that time. To the extent that these guys are at risk to fight, I'll use my Dark Friar powers. Dark Friar Beast. This music's pretty sweet. Oh wow, check it out. It's like Zerf. I know Zerf is a fan. I know I've stretched these pixels and tortured him, but check it out, man. It's like unique pixels for the sidewalk. I mean, how this Night of the Skywalkers? How often are we going to use that? But they still added it. That's really cool. I love it when games do a little extra like that. What was the thing? Somebody just the other day mentioned. Oh, I think it was actually a comment on something I was saying in the Bobo the Vulture SmackDown Here Comes the Pain live stream. How I kind of missed when every game wasn't voice acted. Well, I kind of missed a lot of this pixel art from back in the day. I mean, it's just there's an art style, like working with the limits that they had. Although honestly, the video game visual style that I get really nostalgic for is the PS1 era, like polygons, as opposed to the more fancified stuff. I got a bit of the sniffles. There was attending a training, like a full day training thing today, where this guy was sitting in the row behind me, just all day long, and it was like, fucking blow your nose, or fucking, sorry, dropping the F-bombs, or like, I know it kind of sucks, but like, you can sit there and not snort and just have a handkerchief or a tissue or something and let your nose run into it, and it's kind of gross, but you are like, you're grossing out the people directly next to you, not everyone in earshot as you. And I know this guy's having a worse day than I am if he feels that shitty, but still, I don't know, it bothered me, and I thought I would mention it to you in the middle of this Let's Play. It's a different looking kind of room. So, I don't know why I'm returning to Young Will, other than wondering if it's going to allow me to do something that I can't currently do. Because I'm not 100% sure why it would suddenly be appearing here as a thing I can do. Well, certainly we'll have an opportunity to see what it looks like when Young Will does the sneaky along on the side animation. So there we go, that's what that looks like. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Have I screwed this up by doing something out of sequence? Because I don't see... We're supposed to be able to get up somewhere up there. I'm gonna have to kill this freaking sword again. We're supposed to be getting farther up to the north than we are. Well, I wonder if you head this way first, then this is your first chance to turn into the Dark Knight for Dawn. So maybe that's why this is really here. But perhaps there's some enemies that we can shoot at from here. Oh no, there's an actual space here to walk. Durr. This shadow, I thought we were like, that was a little impassable zone. Nope. Back of garden. Back of Olive Garden. I really do got to get around to playing FF8 one of these days. FF8, FF7. Other than Final Fantasy, those are the first games that I can talk about without upsetting the people who've allowed Japan to trick them into thinking that the Final Fantasy games don't run from 3 to 7, with nothing in between. I won't let you destroy my childhood, actual reality of when these games came out. Alright, so anyway, being silly. Alright, this guy's getting on my nerves. Let's take him out, Dark Friar styles. Ah, you thought you could hide from me. Well, not really. Your stir strength has increased, and for a minute I thought the game had crashed. Should I be using the Dark Friar on you guys? Hey, one of you even backed up slightly, which led to your death. Ooh. I'm skipping and jumping around. I guess I'm just tough on this. Taking it. We found the crystal ball. Yeah, I didn't really see how I was getting out of there without taking some damage. I don't really know what's so dark about this knight. His armor is kind of blackish, but he's got the flowing blonde Triple H hair, which doesn't necessarily make him good, but it doesn't really... I guess what's his name in it? Your hook power is increased. Our new fantasy avatar of a Dark Knight is dude from Warcraft, and kind of looks like him. Didn't he have blonde hair before he turned undead? Yeah, because I remember playing Warcraft 3 and basically thinking that I was playing as Triple H during the entire human campaign. Your pain should be legendary. I don't remember the character's name, I just remember going, your pain should be legendary, and looking like Triple H in his quarters. Arthas? Was that his name? Yeah, whatever, who cares. Okay, so, winding our way back. So what I might do is just try to see what happens if I use this crystal ball in that first section. Which maybe isn't really the first section, maybe it's the third section, and that's the or fourth section, that's the whole issue, but yeah, I'm just so enamored by the fact that there's a little, like, walking along a thin path on your side animation. We're not actually quite at full health, but I'm gonna chance it anyway, folks. Already forgotten. Yeah, this has to be the most complicated of them, because all the other ones we visited since coming to this one first have been kind of simpler to navigate. Not necessarily containing more dangerous enemies, but... Damn it, I knew I needed to moved down, and I tried, and whatever. Don't get so freaking upset, JG. Actually, I should be in a good mood. As I record this, I'm about to embark on a slightly long weekend. Got plans to chillax with the little brother tomorrow. It's got the holidays, various holidays are coming up. I got no... Oh, yeah. Can't actually get over there anyway. Wondering if the Dark Friar powers can help me in any way here. Yeah, I thought for some reason we could actually reach that, but we can't, so this doesn't actually help us. So let me just get back out of here and tackle this last and hope that some new power becomes available to us in the interim. Either that or I gotta, like, maybe there's another place where I got fooled by the terrain into thinking we couldn't move any farther when in fact we can. Something suspicious about this area somehow, but whatever. I gotta remember, there were enemies here that I had to clear out, so just the fact that it's empty now doesn't mean that it never served a purpose. It was a place for enemies to be that I had to hunt down and destroy. Alright, so... No, that's right, I can't get out this way. Oh, I should not have come back here, folks. I should not have come back here. I'll still make it. It'll be okay. I'm still not going to actually use my crystal balls until I've got them all. Gotta catch them all, crystal balls. Truly, the Dark Knight is a devastating opponent, the way he can defeat multiple slinkies. Oh, I see. I'm going to need to be... Well, unless the Dark Friar can destroy these, which I don't think it can, I think we're going to need to turn into little kid Will to deal with this. Because he can smash them. The Dark Knight doesn't have the power to smash stuff, no. Only a small boy with a flute can do that. Apparently these puzzles are beyond my abilities, folks. Oh, never mind, here's the way. Getting all mad. I found a red jewel. Well, that's good, because that is the second of the 2 red jewels that we can find here in Sky Tower. Which means we don't have to sweat those anymore. Turned into 2 rays of light by the time it was all said and done. I think I see what has happened here. So now this, one of these pillars that was in the down position will be up now, somehow. Well, I guess this makes it easier. I still could have Dark Fried the asses, but... Ooh, I see. In the overworld, these things are blue. That same night type. Slowly but surely, I'm making this place traversable. We got an item here, which would be the crystal ball, I assume. In fact, there's only one. Suggests... I don't know what it suggests. How are we going to deal with this freaking next area? Where nothing is appearing that's going to make it like work differently. At any rate, my def defense is increased, so def has even less impact on me than it had before. Aha. Oh. I don't know what we're doing with this. Good news is we can now navigate around here so we can try different things. And I do believe this is going to involve switching back into will. Okay. I'm wondering if that was only possible for Dawn the Dark Knight, though. Well, I feel like unless we're offered a new For Dawn the Dark Knight power or something, we still want to save the game because I'm feeling it's going to be quite possible for us to screw this up. Well, that's always possible when JG's involved. No, I want to return to Young Will. I want to return to Young Will. I keep defaulting to not where I think I'm defaulting to. Yes, on this side there will be a switch that will get rid of those 4 blocks that appear in our path on the other side. Certainly this is an area we haven't explored yet, and there's more enemies here. For sure. And we do significantly less damage as well, too. Oh, great. Thanks for unleashing death. The full force of death. Now you will experience the full force of death. That's from not just a WWE video game, but from a VHS video explaining the secret techniques in a WWE video game. When you step on this, what makes a sound? Yeah, so I figure I gotta drag the statue onto that thing in the other zone, but I'm not... But it won't let me do it, you know what I'm saying? I like Sprite, you know what I'm saying? My name's Play. I'm just playing. I like Sprite. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for some reason it wouldn't line up right. I don't know. Oh, okay, you guys are... All of you remaining guys are chillaxing in the same place. That's easy. Your deaths are imminent. Even if I keep forgetting that I can block. Alright, my strength is increased. Now with you there, I should be able to find some place to... I should be able to find a secret warp zone while working on the drain. That'll get me back to the top side of the garden. And I believe this will have removed that obstacle between me and my big long dash towards the crystal ball. The crystal ball is being filled with 1,000 girls. miles, 1,000 thrills, a million ways to spend your time. And I don't remember the rest of the words. I found the crystal ball. So I have no particular indication that the area that I couldn't clear before, we couldn't quite work out. It's a little bit too complicated. This SNES game's puzzles from MysteriousJG, grown-ass man with a decent white-collar job, master's degree and a CPA. Can't figure out this game for kiddies, but my hope that something would trigger in the other areas of the Sky Garden, not really working out so great. It has something to do with it. Trying to drag that statue onto that switch that we can't reach. Like, unless I'm missing something obvious, there's a way to jump down to below garden. There's a switching off point between above and below garden that I've missed. Nothing else is coming to mind, though. It really seems like it's... I thought I could pull it from off screen before. Well, you can't pull it at all until you kill the sword. So is my problem that I can't turn into the Dark Friar? And I've got to go someplace and turn into the Dark Friar? It seemed like I was able to hit that sword before with the Dark Friar sword. And that didn't help me that much. I don't have the patience. Oh, come on, let me pass. Oh, I'm just gonna tank. I'm just gonna keep tanking damage, not getting past it. I should say taking damage. Tanking suggests that you're doing it for some overall gain. Got him coming down with something, unfortunately. The Dark Verdan taking damage version of the and the I could have sworn we could move it from off screen. Could have sworn you could move it from off screen before, but maybe you can only do that as Young Will. Which begs the question, is changing to Young Will going to reset the that statue so it has its sword again? Because I think the Dark Friar power is the only way to actually make it, like, hit that sword thing so that the statue becomes movable. In the meantime, guys, keep your eyes peeled for areas that switch you between the regular... See? Yeah. If this thing has somehow a longer reach... What about this? Can I blow this statue up? Yeah, I was not getting it. I don't know how much time I want to spend on this on screen. If I want to just break down and read a fact, or run around exploring off screen until we figure it out. Because I know I figured this out as a kid at some point. Then it feels like I should be able to do something with all this. So we're pretty darn close to clearing this Sky Garden out, except for this. What we got as far as items go? Crystal balls, I don't think we can do anything. Lola's memory, I guess, is going to be relevant again right at the end. I feel like I'm missing something stupid. Don't imagine we'll be able to kill stuff with Dark Friar from so far away that we can't even see it. This is... But I think that's kind of what I'm down to. Should I be shooting at enemies from all the way over there? Enemies down here that I could... No, these are invulnerable dudes. Although there does seem to be an enemy, like, right there. Alright, well, let's round out the video by trying the last few desperate things I could try to do with using the Dark Friar power to kill stuff from a distance. But from there, I'm like, it's just a matter of, am I going to dig around with this off screen until I figure it out? Or use a FAQ, and it won't really make much difference to you, but I don't think we need another 30-minute video of me trying to figure out this one area. So I know I beat this as a kid, and I beat this as a kid before, well, wait a second now, SNES days, Nintendo Power would have been a thing. Maybe I had Nintendo Power, hell. Was GameFAQs around during the SNES era? Am I crazy? I feel like this game was early enough that I was not getting any help. I feel like I at some point figured this out without a FAQ as a kid. Oh, I bet I know what it was. Okay, I feel a little silly now, but I think I got it. He was too low for us to reach. That's all it was. Okay, that is nowhere near as complicated as I thought it was. Maybe I'll just make an extra long video and knock out the last of Sky Garden at this point. Because we gotta be real close. Our death defense is increased. Okay. Well, I feel a little better. It's like, yeah, I must have figured this out as a kid. It can't be that freaking hard. And now all the remaining enemies are going to be clustered together in this one little area because I can practically guarantee that's it for the puzzles. Well, maybe not. Oh, wow, you just came out here without me having hit you first. You're not following our normal rules of engagement, pal. But our hook power is increased, so it's all good. Oh, that's where I just came from, isn't it? Yeah. Oop. Well, I did this wrong. I was clearly supposed to, Okay, I found the crystal ball. But I did this in the wrong sequence. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Since all the enemies are dead, the only threat that remains are the little red lava dudes. Wow, I made that way harder than it really was, didn't I? Oh well, I got there in the end. Found an herb. So that return trip was for an herb. But I'm okay with it. Alright, it's actually time to call a video, but at this point we're so tantalizingly close to the end, I want to start off with these little sections behind us. And with my full health squandered. Do not remember if there is a boss to be fought here or not. And no frickin' idea. Let's record just in case. Let's continue our journey, even though we should be done. Crystal ball, sit in the hole. You're not equipped. It'll make me choose a different crystal ball. Now, what awaits us? Is it a boss? Is it plot? Let's peek just far enough to find out. Call the video. Well, the music suggests it's a boss, and fighting bosses in the sky in this series has historically been the toughest part of the game. We'll have to see next time if this boss lives up to the terrifying, but not that really terrifying looking, bird boss that spit lava and whatnot that you fight at an airship in blanking on the name, Soul Blazer. Yeah, I don't know, I'm not making any sense. That probably makes this a good time to stop recording. I'm MysteriousJG. I want to thank you guys very much. Yeah, very good time to stop recording. See you guys next time.